agrees. He says he's top 3. He says he's one of the best in the world. Well, now you got to prove it. Can you check it? Antoine Griezmann. So I was trying to remember, and it's interesting quotes, but I couldn't. It's official. It's official. We cannot talk about it. We cannot dissect it. We cannot look at it in all different single kinds of facets. But before we really go into it fully, this was messy. Pun intended. This was a messy affair. It wasn't clean. I believe Atletico are still trying to sue and have beef with Barcelona about everything. But I think this could have been done a lot smoother, because I think when you look at what Griezmann gave to Atletico, his affinity with Atletico fans and all he's done for Atletico and so forth, and how much he loved the club, it is unfortunate that it had to end like this. And I don't know whether irreparable damage has been done, but all I can hope is an apology, so forth, and they say, look, I'm sorry that it happened this way. I wish it could have been avoided. And move on. Move on. I mean, there is a new... Guys, we're going to deal with there's a lot to get to. We're going to deal with the whole number 7 thing. But yeah. But look, it is what happened. But you have to say, for Barcelona, can't you just do transfers normally? Like, isn't it that almost every transfer that Barcelona does, it's like dodgy. It's like UEFA loan and Barcelona. There's someone, who knows. But Barca have their man. And let's try and break this down, because this is now official. This is a very good signing. It's not a great signing. This isn't like when Barcelona bought Neymar. This isn't even when Barcelona bought Eto'o from Real Mallorca, because those two players, you knew that these were special players. We all know what Eto'o became. We all know what Neymar became. We all know what even the Cannibal became. Griezmann doesn't fit in the echelon of those signings. But as I said again, this is a very good signing, because for me, Griezmann is a smart player. And looking at Barcelona last season and how they played, one of the difficulties whenever you've seen Barcelona in the attacks is how it gets broken down, specifically by Coutinho. And Coutinho was supposed to fill in the gap of Iniesta, because when Barcelona attack Messi, he relies upon people being on the same wavelength. So what you saw was, instead of Messi and Coutinho forming a partnership in attack, Messi had to be overly reliant on that ball over the top to your boy Jessica Alba. So that was what he kept on trying to do, because you know that Jessica Alba understands the wavelength and understands my football. So Coutinho was sort of like, because every time Coutinho had the ball, he just kept on losing the ball, and he just wasn't reading off the same page as Messi. Now, I believe the thing about Griezmann is this. He's not a great player. I'm not sure that we'll call him world class, but he's a very smart player. And he's a guy that always makes smart footballing decisions. See, the difference between Coutinho and Griezmann is this. I feel that, Coutinho can score you an amazing goal. He can do something. He can score you like an amazing goal in a big game. He can do that. Griezmann can't do that. But what Griezmann has that Coutinho has, that Griezmann understands the system and he understands instructions, and he can better execute a coach's instructions than what anything Coutinho has. I think for Coutinho, when he gets frustrated, he just resorts to his go-to, which is like, let me just shift to the right and try and hit that shot to enter into the top corner. That's just his go-to when he gets frustrated and the game not going his way. But Griezmann is like every manager's favorite player, because he's a system player. He understands where to be, how to position, how to lay the pass, understanding of the pass that needs to be made, and he knows how to play with players. So I think in this pass and move, one touch, protect the ball system, I think he's going to work very well. And specifically, when you look at counterattacks that Barcelona have, I think Griezmann and Messi could work very well in their counterattacks, and that on and off can go very well. So the thing for Barcelona about the Griezmann signing is about Griezmann, and if Barcelona roll up next season and either see Griezmann, Messi, and the Cannibal, I can't give you a CL. That team isn't good enough to defeat Liverpool. It may not be good enough to defeat a revamped Real Madrid. It may not be. It won't be good enough to defeat Juventus. So that's just me being there. It has to be Griezmann and someone else, because if you roll up with Griezmann, Messi, either a top striker, or Griezmann, Messi, and Neymar, then we can talk about it. Then we can talk about a a treble. For Griezmann, it's a change of role. It's a change of role because Atletico Madrid, he was the superstar. Atletico Madrid, he was the star. He was the darling. He was really the guy at Atletico Madrid. For France, let's keep it real. He is seen as France's poster boy. Not really Mbappe, not really Pogba and so forth. I think he's seen as... So even when he's in France, even though I believe Mbappe and Pogba are more money and more box office than him, he still has a very great, important role in that French team. But in Barcelona, it's different. You're going to have to now play second fiddle to Messi, and I think Griezmann has to accept that. Like 100%, the fact that he wanted to push for this move is because he knows that I'm not going to come in there and now displace Messi and now make everything revolve around it. That's not going to happen. I think he's moving there because, you know what, I want to win trophies. I want to win La Liga titles. I want to win a Champions League. And my best bet to win these two trophies is with Barcelona, with Messi. My chances of winning a Champions League or a La Liga with Atletico Madrid is slim. Very, very slim. I don't say no, but very, very slim. So he gets... So Griezmann will not have to accept the way, you now have to be... Like, you know how you say Santa's little helper? You don't have to be Messi's little helper. And I think he'll be very accepting of that, But I just think that it's a very interesting... I did watch the flipping documentary, but it's a very interesting turnaround. So I think a few years ago when I actually did the video outside, when Griezmann said, "Nah, I don't want to go to Barcelona because I don't want to be, a side piece, pretty much. I don't want to be a side show. I want to be the star of my own team." But I think in years he's come to realize that, you know what, I'm getting a bit old, and I look at all these guys who I know winning Champions Leagues, winning league titles and everything. And for Atletico, we're not really winning much. Yeah, we won that Europa, but apart from that, zilch. It's time for me to make that move. But also, beyond that, you're now a Barcelona player right now. You see, for Atletico, there's always that thing of like punching above your weight. So there was never that expectancy. Even at the start, there was never an expectancy. But now, him coming in right now, which is what Coutinho had to receive, is people now expect you to perform. There is now pressure. He doesn't have pressure for France. He doesn't have pressure for Atletico Madrid. This is the first time in Griezmann's career that you now have pressure. Because, let's talk about it. Coutinho's number 7 jersey has been stripped off of him. It's been given to Griezmann. So, by that is Barca fans are now saying, you've got to be better than Coutinho. We got frustrated by Coutinho. He didn't did not gel well with Messi. Messi was frustrated with him. You now have to work well with him. So we have a level of expectation of how you can be effective for us. Because let's be real. Barca fans can't expect Griezmann to give you 15, 20 Gs a season. They can't expect him to continually win games for them. He isn't a superstar. And I think Barca fans know that. But what they're expecting is you form a great alliance with Messi. That those attacks work. Those attacks don't break down. You don't lose the ball. When you receive the ball, you understand the through ball to give to get to Messi. You can understand the 1-2 passes. You are effective in creating chances, goal-scoring chances for this team. Because remember, Griezmann is not going to resort to, okay, let me just shoot and smack the ball. He is going to be pass first. What do I have to do? Coutinho knows that he has that goal-scoring thing in his asset. And the issue with Coutinho was that he knew that, okay, if things don't go my way, I'm losing the ball, I'm not really connecting, I'm just going to go for my long shot thing. But for Griezmann, if things aren't really going his way with the thing, he'll just keep on trying. He'll keep on trying because that's his game. His game isn't dribble past 2, 3, 4 guys and smack it into the top corner. That's not what he's about. So, yeah, man, it's interesting. It's an interesting signing. How successful do I think he will be? That's a very good question. How successful do I think Griezmann is going to be? The thing about it is, it's all about who Barca buy. It's all about put it this way. If Barcelona doesn't buy anyone else, I think, so if you give me like Griezmann, the Cannibal, and Messi, I think he'll do all right. I don't think he'll do that great because, again, as much as Griezmann is an important signing, you've still got the Cannibal there as your striker. And he also forms a very important piece. And I think Griezmann's performance depends a lot upon who the striker is, because it's all about how well he combines with that striker. But if you bring in Neymar, or you bring in a top striker, let's say you bring in a Lacazette or someone who's an upgrade of a cannibal who I feel is on the decline, then I think that Griezmann could be a really, really important and effective player for Barcelona. Because it's different. Because Griezmann isn't box office. Griezmann isn't Neymar. Griezmann isn't that superstar. Because remember, when Neymar was for Barcelona, he won games for Barcelona. When Messi was not around, Neymar took up that mantle and said, look, this is not my team. Griezmann ain't going to do that. If Messi is injured, Griezmann is not the guy that's going to be able to carry Barcelona. I have to remind people, Griezmann is a supporting act. He's not the main attraction. He's not the leading actor. He's a really good supporting actor. He's a quality supporting actor. He's not the main star. He ain't no Will Smith. He ain't no Tom Cruise. You know, he's like, it's a Stephen Root. You know, or like a Gary Oldman can lead us up, but that kind of sideshow, you know, sideshow. So, yeah, man, it's confirmed, it's in, and now we just wait to see how it all gels. Peace out. Your boy Half Hope's Hot, the YouTube channel is out. TV reviews, movie reviews, anime reviews, comic book reviews, and all that good entertainment stuff and some extras. It's out there, so click in the description box below for the link to the YouTube channel to subscribe. Or just click over here to head to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the Half Hope's Hot.